Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, so today I'm going to do a quick flip through of my Behold Beauty works in progress. This is a coloring book, an adult coloring book that I am I did some hand drawings and probably do some more off of Procreate, and I'll probably bring everybody into the Procreate, that way I can edit them and add more stuff. So just sit back and take a peek at some of the things that I had created and some of my thoughts behind it. This one right here was my idea behind like Rapunzel, but instead of it having like a typical castle window, I have like a round portal, and her hair is just like really super thick and it's flowing beneath. And I was thinking of maybe putting some flowers or just something that kind of contrasts her softness against something that's a little bit more hard or whatnot. Now I saw one artist, she was able to make almost a window effect with I'm not sure exactly what she was using, but I thought that would be really super cool to have on here. But then again, you know, her hair is flowing outside the window, so I don't know how well that would work. Anyway, let me move on to the next one. And now what I did is I scanned my book and went ahead and just uploaded pictures. This one right here was kind of like a little cherub. But I'm not sure if I'll incorporate this one into the beauty book. It might be in a separate book with maybe just a bunch of kid pictures. I'm debating that issue. So I've got a couple kid pictures in here, and she's like a cupid. I like fairies, but you don't see very many black fairies, and I think I did this one on a live stream, and it just kind of appeals to me, so I'm gonna play with it a little bit, and maybe I can make it into something. This one right here, when you're drawing on paper, sometimes you're just like so into it, you just kind of miss a few things. And with me, I missed that the hands are really, really small. Yeah, small hand syndrome. But I like the overall design. She's a little warped, but you know, that comes when you're drawing flat. So I'm going to be bringing her in and fixing her up. This one right here, same kind of thing. I'm not used to doing line work, and I saw this image on one of the not speed draw. It's like a I think it was called Pixel Lovely, and I thought how cool this would look if this looked like wings. So I'm gonna I'll probably take these wings off and make better wings where it drapes a little bit better. But that's one image there. This one here I colored on one of my videos, but I think she's just a little warped, so I'm going to flip her, bring her down a little bit, and just kind of sort her out a bit. I colored her dreads like rainbow colors, and they turned out really nice, and I did it with crayons. This one is a picture that I saw in my hair book. And I like the idea of them being stacked like this. I just thought it was really pretty. Now this one was the first image in my sketchbook, and I would carry this everywhere with me, and the first page got wet when I got caught in the rain. I was taking the bus, and somehow it just got wet. So I want to redraw this, but I like the idea of you've got a thick lady and she's got like just an open palette, or rather open canvas on whatever pattern that the colorist would like to put on her. And you don't see very many coloring books that are like that, where there's nothing in the hair, there's nothing on the clothes. It's just like you can add whatever you want on here, and I like that. I wish there were more books like that. And notice how I do not double line the lips. That was okay. So again, no double lining of the lips. Simple is best when it comes to drawing noses. Just give it a hint. and let the colorists do the work. You know, let them define the bumps and ridges and whatnot of the nose and the lips. And also, without any kind of like shading, I'm not dictating where the light source is coming from. But if you like that sort of thing, let me know, and I could do one image that doesn't have it and another one that does. And again, I might take like the more illustrated pictures and put them into their own. This is just a little fairy who's got her hands crossed in front of her. It's just kind of looking cute. I had done some images of little girls. I called them urban divas, and they had big heads and really small bodies, kind of like Bratz dolls but with noses. And I'm like, okay, let me do that again. So this is another rendition of that particular type, but again, I might be better off putting this into another book. This is another one of those types, big head, little body. But and I think I even colored this in a video. I'm not really sure, but I would probably like fix the eyes, things like that. And I love doing mermaids. I love mermaids. I think they're pretty. I did not finish this particular mermaid. I'm not sure why. I might have misplaced my book, but I like the idea of dreads and things like that. So I might redraw this to get her more in proportion. And again, that could be in another book. It could be more of a fantasy book. But again, another little fantasy where she's a bee sitting on toadstools, and she looks moderately in proportion. I think we'll be okay with that. But again, I could put that into its own book, or just toss it all together. Fillers. Now this was going to be a dancer, but I didn't quite, I don't know, it just needs a little something. I think she needs something, maybe jewelry, things around her. So there's potential in this. I might redraw that. A lot of these I'm going to redraw. The pen got away from me with the eyes. Let me see if I can zoom in. Will it let me zoom in? Yeah. It got away from me with the eyes. I don't like really heavy eyeliner. I'd prefer to let the colorist put, you know, the amount of eyeliner that they want to put on them. But yeah, I think I'll end up redrawing her, and again, she could be in a fantasy series all by herself. Now, I like the idea of Zentangles, and as I learn them, I incorporate them into my drawings. You'll see a few of those that are like that. Now, my daughter was telling me that I should come out with an HBCU like cheerleader coloring book, and let me know what you think of that idea. Or if I should just go ahead and toss this on into the Behold Beauty. Like, some things fit, some things don't. There's another cheerleader. And I like seeing them in motion. The only thing about cheerleaders is that you'll probably have to do more than one. Okay, so another series that I was coming up with was animal hats. So this is a lady wearing kind of like a cobra hat. But I'm not sure if that would fit. Now, this is an idea that I was playing with, but I never developed it. And there's a lot of these teardrop shapes that I thought would look great with Zentangle. And she's like kind of grabbing it at the end and kind of dragging it in her hand. So I'm not sure how I want to do these paisleys, but it's just an idea that, you know, she's interacting with the environment instead of the environment being just around her. This one right here, it's a little busy, and I think I did a video on this one, and oh my gosh, the braids. Took forever, but I'd like to fluff it up a little bit and kind of set these guys out a little bit more so you can see the seahorses. There's a couple in here. I don't know if there's a seahorse here, but there's definitely one here, 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 and here. I might even toss one over here just so it balances out the picture. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to draw, and I hope it's as much fun to color. Alrighty, another fairy. I wanted her kind of sitting on the flower, but when you're drawing on paper, it's not like you can do with a computer to downsize her and then make the wings either bigger or smaller. So the wings kind of got away from me, but I can fix that. We have the technology. Alrighty, now I wanted her wings to kind of be small and just kind of ornate. I'm not sure exactly where I kind of saw this design. I think I had done something like this when I was doing the Zoya challenge, and just kind of brought this on in here. But I think it's pretty cute. I think I'll probably make it a little bit bigger, maybe make the wings a little bit bigger, give her some future behind her, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, this one, I liked how the hair was coming out. The face kind of looks booty, and I wasn't sure what to do with the arms and whatnot, so there's one. Now, I had this idea of making people into mandalas. Instead of having the weird shapes, it would be different people, and you could color them any way you wanted and add things to them, and it'd just be a big circle or design of people. But life gets in the way. This one, I was working on the crown, but wasn't sure what to put on the rest of her body, so it just kind of went undone. Another mandala idea with people. It's kind of like a repeating pattern, but not quite repeating. Like, I wanted the idea of these, but I wanted to kind of make them their own people. I don't know. It got away from me, the idea. The muse struck and then ran off. Okay, now this one I was working on. I did on the Zoya challenge, I did this one where she had very wide hips and it was turned backwards. And with her, I was thinking about doing like a Pam Grier afro, very big afro, but I wasn't sure what I was going to do for her clothing. So she's kind of like bald and has very little on, I guess. Work in progress. I'm not sure if I did this one on a live stream, but I like the idea of it. There's a lot of potential on putting different colors in it, and I just thought she looked kind of cute. This one was another one of the animal hats, and I really like that animal hat idea. I want to do like the Chinese zodiac of people. I've got like a couple images of that, but when I was doing like another mandala of them, or just like in a circle, because my circle wasn't perfect, I couldn't get them all in. I think I got as far as the year of the pig, and I can't remember the other one. Oh, dog. Year of the dog. But yeah, I think it'd be a good idea to do animal hats, animal hoodies. Okay, here we go. But I'm not sure if this would be fit for this. I think this was a picture of my daughter, like a really quick drawing of my daughter, or it was a lady on the bus. I can't remember which. It could be a lady on the bus. Just doing a quick drawing of her, and I did this back in 2018. So I had been working on this book back in 2018. Now some of these pages I did, like this one here, I did on a not a live stream, but I do have a video where I color this, and I did it in watercolor, so the detail started to get away from me and it started looking really super fuzzy, and then I just went nuts with glitter markers and pens, and it just got away from me instead of staying simple. So what I'll probably end up doing is fixing the moon in Procreate, outlining her, and then letting her loose on the world. This was a picture of, oh god, her name Jasmine Sullivan. My daughter introduced me to her music, and I thought she was a very beautiful lady. I just kind of cartoonized her, and she had the little hat that had like bejewels and stuff like that. Anyway, keep going. Alright, now this one I did recently. I don't know if I can flip it. in this particular thing. No, it won't let me rotate. Sorry about that, you guys. But as I was coloring the book I was whining about, was it Beautiful Black Women coloring book? There was one that had like these super tiny hands. So I started, and it was kind of distorted in the face. So I went ahead and put this on top of it, and then instead of those birds that were on there, and if you want to see what I'm talking about, just go ahead and check out my my review on there, and you'll see the picture that's in question. It had like two birds, and her hands were like so tiny, and they were just sticking up right here. And I was playing with the idea of giving her a big giant pearl that could light up her face and stuff around her, and then beneath her would be like reeds and flowers and whatnot, and then also in her hair there would be like these tentacles. So there might be like, I could put like a little octopus somewhere around hidden, peeking. But yeah, this was what I had come up with from that, the tiny hands picture. This one here, I wanted to use like spray paint my name or something like that. I was riding the bus while I was designing this, and it was really fun. People would sit purposely behind me, especially the people who would take the bus at the same time as me, and they'd watch me draw. This is another one I did while I was riding the bus, but I think it would go well with either this one, the Behold Beauty, or if I do one for kids, and just do different hairstyles and things like that to color. Now this was a design I was coming up for with like my daughter had done a lady on a pick, and I just took it a step further and made it into a not a pendant, shrinky dink. I put this onto a shrinky dink, and then it was okay. It's just that the lines didn't really cross over very well. But that one I'd like to do. This one I can't put into the book because it's, you know, somebody else's character and X-Men and stuff. But I like the idea of Storm having a fro, you know, actually looking African, and then you know, on a pick. Let's see, but I can't use that one, so I might outline it and make it into a free coloring page. So anything I can't like do. Alright, so I think that's the end. I don't have any further to go, but that is a sneak peek of my sketchbook. I like that one. Yeah, I think that was Lady on the Bus. So let me know what you think if you'd buy a coloring book that had like animal hats. This one here, like mystical hair and stuff like that. I think this would go okay in the coloring book. Or just go ahead and toss them on in there and just go for broke. Or if you would buy, if you know, a cleaned up picture on Etsy for like 99 cents or something like that. Whatever the going rate is. And maybe I'll develop that one. Or the HBCUs. I don't know enough about the colleges in order to do that sort of thing, but I think it might be fun. I like the idea of African exotic fish, mermaids, so that's and also an idea to play with. Alrighty, you guys, thank you so much for joining me on this little journey into my sketchbook. And I think for the remainder of my time, I'll just go ahead and this one I'm going to fix. So I don't know if I'm going to fix it on this live stream, but I think I'll go ahead and do a video where I do correct this. You guys have a great one, and again, thank you for joining me. And let me know what you think. If you think I should add more things to the background, or if I should leave it alone. I'm trying to do research on what people like, and I'd really like your input, for good or for ill. If I am brutal with other people's work, I want other people to kind of be as honest, brutally honest with me as well. You guys have a great one, and again, thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.